Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, and this is episode 30 of Tai Chi with Dave, and we are here again in the beautiful, majestic heaven on earth, Lake Wales, Florida. I hope you guys are keeping on, taking in that sweet chi, and keep it relaxed and supple as possible throughout your day-to-day life, trying to keep decreased on any stress that may come up, and also trying to stay maintained in good physical health. Alright, so today we're going to do something a little different, and in our next series, it's going to be different as well. We're going to go over something called Tension Qigong. Now, prior in our episodes, we have gone over certain exercises that are meditative that help us relieve stress and anxiety. We've gone over other exercises as well that do improve flexibility and then help with our balance. But this particular series, we are going to go over tension exercises. Now, about an eon, maybe hundreds of years prior, in the country of China, there were a bunch of monks out there. They were trying to figure out different ways to defend themselves and then also stay in good physical shape. Before the Bodhidharma actually came over, they were trying to figure out these things as well. So once the Bodhidharma came, he actually brought different types of exercises and forms that the monks could actually perform to improve their self-defense, which would be later on called Kung Fu, and then also different types of other exercises to improve their health and wellness. With this specific exercise and form, this is going to be similar to a lot of moves that you would see like in Kung Fu or even karate practitioners have. They call this type of form or kata sanchin. Other forms of karate call it something different. Of course, the Kung Fu style, sorry about that, call it something different as well. But this is also really well known in the West as something called dynamic tension. It was actually introduced by a gentleman by the name of Charles Atlas. Charles Atlas didn't have much money to go to gyms. Every once in a while, when he would be able to go to a gym, he would actually watch people at the gym and then later on mimic the movements that people do at the gym. It wasn't until Charles Atlas was at the zoo where he actually noticed what the animals were doing, how they were moving and stretching, and he came up with exercises that he deemed dynamic tension. Now that was back in the day, the mid-1900s, and they came up with the whole cliche act of the big bullies at the beach, and he beats up the skinny guy with his girlfriend there, and the skinny guy doesn't know what to do because the bully took his girlfriend. So basically Charles Atlas sent out these different types of programs, exercise routines that the skinnier gentleman could do to become more of a manly man and get those bigger muscles. And that's what this tension Qigong form is going to actually do. It is a dynamic tension form. It's a lot of yielding isometrics. It's going to bring your muscles a lot of time under tension. It's going to bring them under time under tension. And it's going to help build them up a little bit while also improving strength and then also increasing muscular endurance and lowering blood pressure. Now with these types of forms with dynamic tension, it not only builds muscle, but it actually strengthens your tendons and ligaments, which is very beneficial. A lot of strong men do certain things like this. Charles Atlas even, he went to a White House party back in those days in the early 1900s, and he started bending bars to show off, his form and his exercise routine. So with this is extremely beneficial if you do not have money for the gym. If you're going to the gym and you are working out, this will even add to your success with building muscle and finding health and wellness. But especially for those who don't have money to go to the gym or they may have arthritis, this is the sort of exercise that's good for you because it's not putting a strain on those joints, and yet you are actually exercising and building muscle and really just increasing your health, and it's beneficial to you in the long run through that. So with this, it's going to take me a few parts, a few episodes to go over the entire Tension Qigong form, and this was actually taught to me by my Sifu David Lewis of St. Cloud, Florida, and then his Sifu, Master Wu, taught him that in Chicago, Illinois. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start off with our Purifying the Heart form. Of course, I want that 45-degree angle facing forward. I'm going to go ahead and roll the hips, and that should give me a little bit of a bend in my knees. Right? I want to get a little concaveness in the chest, relax the shoulders a little bit, and to get that concaveness, just face the deltoids forward a little bit, and then I want to still feel that pull from the top of my head to actually elongate that cervical column so that my entire spine is straight and it's facing the earth and it's like it's pointing like an arrow or a bow and arrow. Of course, my right hand, my thumb, and my ring finger need to go on my left ring finger knuckle, and then the rest of the fingers can just lay across the left ring finger. And then on the bottom here, my thumb is going to touch the palm side of the knuckle of the left hand, and then this left hand with the thumb and index finger are going to interlock with the thumb, placing it over the lower dantian, always breathing only from the lower dantian. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and release. Sinking to the right yang chuang, straighten out your left toes. You're going to go ahead and pick up your left foot, placing it over shoulder width apart. I'm going to go ahead and shift my weight to my left yang chuang, pick up my right foot, and then face the right toes forward, being about shoulder width apart. I'm going to go ahead and step over just a little bit. I want you guys to see me. All right. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to raise the hands up. And then you're going to bring the palms facing the earth about chest height. Okay? And then now I'm going to go ahead and kick my toes out. And I'm going to kick my heels out. Toes and heels. All right, I'm going to take a deep breath in. And then as I exhale, I'm going to tense every muscle in my body, and I'm going to push down the post. All right. Now, tension. Exhale, exhale. Tense your entire body. Squeeze the toes on the ground, tense your abs, tense your arms, tense the fingers in your hands. Good. All right, inhale. Now I'm going to go ahead and clench my fists, and I'm going to pull the reins. Exhale and tension, tension. Pulling the reins. All right, now inhale again. Inhale deep. Good, good. Bring the palms facing the earth. And now when I exhale, tension all the way down, pushing down the post. Exhale. All right, inhale, relax. All right, pull the reins. Exhale and tension. All right, you guys can go ahead and loosen up. Woo! Takes your breath away a little bit. So after I push down the posts, and I'm tensing up as much as possible, and I'm exhaling, I'm going to go ahead and relax, take a deep breath in, and then I'm going to pull the reins, and I'm going to tense up. All right? So I suggest that you guys, when you do tension Qigong form, you guys can do this specific exercise that I just showed, and this is just the first part of the form. You can do it about 10 minutes every other day. So about 3 to 4 times a week, you can go ahead and do your tension Qigong form. Give me 1 second. I'm telling you, it's beneficial. It is a workout for just staying in one place and just really just tensing your muscles. It's insane. I've done this a long time ago if I would have known about it. Anyway, so with this, next week we'll go ahead and get into the next part to show the rest of the form, not the entire form just yet. But yeah, you guys can go ahead and do this about 10 minutes every other day, pushing down the post and then pulling the reins. And of course, you can go ahead and tense. If you want to do the tension to the max, at least on one of your days. If you guys do decide to do this every day, if you guys do decide to do this, just make sure you're not putting 100% tension into it. I would go about 60-70% because too much tension is just constantly tearing down the muscle, and it's not really beneficial to you if you're just constantly tearing it down with the maximum amount of tension. Now what this will also help is, this will also help something called steel jacket. You guys can see this when other practitioners are doing Sanshin, or even certain Shaolin Kung Fu practitioners. You can find this on YouTube as well, where they're hitting their stomach, hitting their chest, hitting certain points of the body. This really helps with that because it really is building on those tendons and those ligaments, holding that muscle together, and it's almost like building from the bone out that certain muscle. That's what a lot of those practitioners refer that to, building muscle from the bone out. But anyway, if you guys do have any questions, comments about Tension Qigong, just feel free to either reach out to me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I'm missing one more, hold on, and TikTok as well. I can't forget TikTok. And then also later on, I believe either later on in this month or next month, we'll go ahead and get on Twitter, and we'll do some of our Tai Chi episodes from there. All right, well, you guys have a great rest of the day and keep taking in that sweet Chi. Take care.